And I am live. It says, hello, hello YouTube, hello everyone, hello Mike Wheeler. I know you're here. Let me go over here and turn on this so I can see who comes in and comes out, I guess. Anyway, I'm here. Hey, Pepper Tree Villa. Hi there. Is Ben taking a nap? Poor guy, he looked so tired. I know I wanted to take a nap today, but sometimes I get to, sometimes I don't. So, glad everybody could join in. I'll give a few more minutes. Oh, 6 people here now. And I've only been live 45 seconds, so that sounds good. I know I was saying to Mike in the chat, my title for today looked a little serious and ominous, and wanted to assure everybody who comes in, this is a positive stream. This isn't a negative stream. And want to keep it that way. I think I have many, many years experience with living alone, being alone, and kind of being isolated. Excuse me. I got to turn this thing off. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. That was from the school. My son's school was closed down by order of the governor. All the schools in the state have been closed down for 6 weeks out here, which is disappointing and a little upsetting. You know, the school's getting closed down and everything. But, hi, Lizzie. Good to see you. But it's necessary. It has to happen. And we can either be upset about all these changes that are taking place, or we can roll with them and use them to our advantage. I think the thing that's upsetting everybody the most is the lack of control. And that's what happens when you first become isolated, when you're stuck at home and you can't go anywhere. You feel like you're not in control of your life, because if you were, you could go and do whatever. And so it turns one of two ways, or sometimes both ways. We get scared, we have fear, or it turns into anger. And neither emotion is bad, but if you let them run you during your time of being isolated, it's going to be a really miserable time. And I'm here to tell you, I love being isolated now. I really do. I treasure it. It's a good feeling for me. Let's see. Let me look at the chat. Pam's fam. Yes. Hi there. Hi, Lizzie. It's so good to see you, Lizzie. Give me a minute here. I said Mike Wheeler. I said Pepper Tree Villa. I think the first most important thing. Wow, I cannot talk today. The most important thing is to keep some semblance of routine. I know with my son, he has autism. So we have to have some semblance of routine, especially during the summers when he's not in school. School is the one place he gets his socialization, he gets his speech therapy, his occupational therapy, all those different therapies. And so at home, we have to find ways to replace those things so he's still getting that routine. And I find with myself, being not autistic, the routines help because it's easy to lay in bed all day. Or it's easy to go the other way. One suggestion I saw Myers and the Mouse stream today, they are spring cleaning. They're taking this time to go through everything in the house, clean it out, get rid of the old junk. And that's a great idea. But my caution with that is make sure you pace yourself. Set a limit, because the hardest part of being alone is taking care of yourself. So set up a plan and say, well, today I will tackle this. Tomorrow I will tackle that. And never get into a project any deeper than you can clean up in 30 minutes. Because clutter is your enemy when you're isolated at home. Did my chat stop, or did everybody just stop talking? What are some things that you guys have been doing to help you pass the time while you've been stuck at home? And while you're answering in the chat, I'll tell you the story that it's my daughter's last year of school. They're not able to do prom or graduation. They might only be allowed one parent there for that. Yeah, I get that. My child graduated from a small high school, and there wasn't room for spectators beyond an immediate parent. And I could not get there because I had to take care of my son. And we're home a lot. So they streamed the graduation online. And I was able to watch my daughter graduate online. And I actually had a better view watching it online than I did sitting in the small room where they held the graduation. I'm sorry, I was just listening for my son. He's come out of his room and now he's running back in his room. So that leads me to the next point is, hi, Blue Nose, good to see you. My next point is reach out to people during this time. I know you can't go see people, and some of you work and are used to being in an office and around people all day, and being at home full time can be a big change. So get online. Social media. You've got friends on social media. You've got your YouTube community, the Live Place. Man, I was over there looking at the website for the Live Place today, and there are so many people doing live streams. And some's about Disney, some's not about Disney, but there's generally somewhere a live stream or something you can go and reach out and just be around people. It's not the same thing, but you get used to it. And let's see, like we discussed, I can't remember who it was in my last live stream where I was talking about we wear pants in the stream because my son likes to run around without his pants on. And somebody said they don't wear pants. Well, you can talk to people and not have to wear pants. Another thing I hear a lot of people talking about, going to the grocery store, things like that. I haven't gone shopping for myself at the grocery store in about 6 months, I will say. I use a grocery delivery service and an app on my phone, and they have special deals that if you order so much, they will waive your delivery fee, which is only about $12, I think. But when you add it all up and it comes all down to it, you can have your groceries delivered for about the same amount of money it would cost you in gas and time and hassle to drive to the store and get it. And these people are being trained in hygiene and, the cleanliness and everything else. So they're going to take good care. I don't know how many of you have gotten emails. Oh my gosh, my inbox is full of all these emails, and it's the exact same text from everybody in the world about what they're doing about this virus that's going around and how they're handling it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mike Wheeler. That was Jeff from Diz Our Dream. Is that who it was? Yeah, talking about wearing pants during the stream. You don't even have to wear pants. I am wearing my pants. We wear pants in this family. But yeah, so I use a grocery delivery service. There's also food delivery services you can use. But I wonder how long those are going to hold up. If you don't have money, if you're not working and you don't have money, you can't order that kind of stuff. I'm kind of blessed, though, that I don't have to worry about my income. My income is stable. And so I'm not going to suffer financially from this time of isolation. And so I'm a lot luckier than a lot of people. But you can't let that get you down. instead of worrying about what's going to happen or how you can regain control, because that's all worry is trying to figure out how you can regain control of what's going on. And you can't. You can't regain control. I use a chart. Have some Burger King, yeah, right? I'm trying to think. I got one from Kohl's department store. I've never shopped there in my life, but I got an email from them saying how they're going to stop the virus, and it's great, you know. But they're all the same email. But anyway, I digress. I've gone off track 3 times now. This is only my second live, so I think I'm doing pretty good. It's hard because I just feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes. And we had to cancel our trip to Disneyland. We were going to go the Easter week, the week before Easter. And in talking with my daughter and her partner, it just doesn't look like it's a good idea right now. So we're going to reschedule for the summer. And well, thank you, Mike. We're going to reschedule for the summer. And yeah, I'm disappointed, but what can I do about it? Subway, Wendy's, Kohl's, yeah, we get them from everybody, Blue Nose. But what can we do about it? And I think that's the biggest thing about when you are isolated. The first thing you have to do is be okay with it. You know, you don't have to be manically happy about it. No, but you have to be okay with it. Channel your inner Mandalorian, you know, this is the way. This is how it is. And getting upset about it or getting depressed or worrying about it is not going to give you your control back. When my son was first diagnosed with autism, a friend passed me this email that at the time was email going around. We really weren't into Facebook or anything at that point. But it said, you know, having a child who is diagnosed with a disability is a lot like planning for a vacation. And you plan, you know, oh, we're going to go to Hawaii, right? So you look at books about Hawaii, you make your reservations, you plan everything out, and you get on the plane, and then the plane takes off. And when it lands, they say, welcome to the Bahamas. But I didn't plan for the Bahamas. I planned for Hawaii. Well, you're in the Bahamas now. Okay. You can get all upset because you're not in Hawaii, or you can control what you can in the Bahamas. And that's how I looked at my son's diagnosis of autism. And yeah, plans can change at a split second. And the key of it is control what you can. See, people talking to each other in the chat. That's great. I'm glad you're all here. I only have caregivers during the week. So on the weekends, it's just me and my son. And because of the degree of his autism, we can't really go out anyway, even when there's not a virus or whatever going on out there. We are home all the time. And you learn to deal with it, and it's okay. Wash your hands and don't shake hands with anybody. You know, you can get back in the habit of writing letters. Mama from Myers and the Mouse, every Wednesday, she does a thing called Preserving the Magic, where she makes cards and things like that. Get back into writing letters to people. You can buy stamps online now and print them out on your printer. Call people on the phone. read a book that you have been wanting to read. For me, that doesn't work because my vision's going bad. I can't read books, but I listen to a lot of audiobooks. And where's Cricket Fox? I wish she was here so she could talk about her idea. I heard her talking about making audiobooks out of her books she's written. Very excited about that. I hope no noise comes over in the background. He's just very excited right now. Hi, do you want to come say hi to everybody? I'm live on YouTube. Come here.
Monster.
Yeah, come here. Come say hi to everybody.
Say cheese.
Sit down. You can sit down in my lap. You're not too big to sit in my lap. Look up there and say, hello.
Oh.
Say hello.
Say cheese.
Say cheese. This is CJ, everybody. He's 14 years old. All right, go back in your room. Close your door. Anyway, that's my youngest, and so proud of him. It's gonna be. I'll post if I do go out mask and gloves. Yeah, I can imagine Blue Nose. I've started tucking gloves. We have tons of gloves because my son, and so I've started tucking a couple pairs of gloves in my purse when we go out. He does look like me, doesn't he? And he's as tall as me now. And they talk about him being the sweetest kid in the world. And this is another thing about, isolating, controlling what you can. I knew that he would be bigger than me. And I know that a lot of autistic kids have anger issues. And so I raised him to not be angry, to express himself in other ways than acting out in anger. And people remark he's the sweetest kid in the world. And he is. And he doesn't have a temper. He doesn't throw things. He doesn't bite. He doesn't kick. And I attribute it to the fact that You want a little pizza, please? Okay, in just a minute. Okay, I have to step away for 1 minute. I will be right back. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Be right back. All right. Oh, so sorry about that. I had to put a little pizza in the oven for him. He likes those little Red Baron individual pepperoni pizzas. So, Frozen 2, is it on now? Arnie? I thought it was supposed to be released tomorrow, but it's on here, on today. Well, I just watched Stargirl on Disney Plus, and I have to say, it's an absolutely beautiful movie. I loved it. I cried. I laughed. It's a beautiful little movie. And the thing I liked about it was the kids looked like normal everyday kids. When I was growing up, the kids on TV and the kids in movies, they all were perfect or they were geeks, and these just looked like normal kids. And that's one thing that I liked about it. The story is absolutely beautiful. And I'd say it makes you think. It leaves you with questions. It doesn't necessarily have, it doesn't have the Disney happy ending kind of thing. It's not about a princess or a prince or a stepmother. But it's a beautiful movie, and it's worth watching, I think. And I'm gonna watch Frozen 2 probably tomorrow. I'm gonna watch Darby O'Gill and the Little People again tomorrow. I've watched that movie quite a few times, but it was a long time ago. Because I'm old school Disney, and I have to chuckle a little bit because I see everybody talking about these changes that Disney and Epcot and all the parks are going through. And I have to laugh because my Disney memories are from about 1975 to 1983, 82, somewhere around there. 83. Those are my strongest first impression Disneys. Back when, well, gosh, the first time I went, you still had the ticket books, and you bought a ticket book, and you got so many A tickets and so many B tickets, and then so many C, D, and E tickets, and then there were the free rides. And one of the rides I loved the most was If You Had Wings by Delta. If you had wings, had wings. Maybe I loved it so much because it was a free ride and we could ride it all we wanted, you know. And the parks were very different back then. But I see people getting so upset about, well, we're losing this and they're putting in that. And I'm like, you know, very little of what I remember is still there. They replaced it with all the new stuff. Granted, I loved Horizons. I loved the original Figment and with the Dream Finder, that was his name. And when they used to have a diver that went down in the tank at the Living Seas and all that, when they first opened Epcot and Communicore had the tour, you could go down and look at all the computer center and everything. Yeah, Adventure Through Inner Space. Was that at Disneyland? Because I think that was an Epcot thing. I see, I've never been to Disneyland, but we will get there. We will go this summer. We are going this summer, and the good news is that my other child, my college kid, wasn't going to be able to go with us in April. But if we go this summer, then they will be able to go with us. So it will be my whole family going to Disney, not just my oldest and my boy. So I watch, but getting back to surviving the isolation, it wasn't a change that I made easy. I tried to work. I had full-time jobs, and I was finding that I was in hyperdrive all the time. When it finally became apparent that there was no way I could work outside the home and watch him full-time, and I was able to leave my job, I got home and I was still in that hyperdrive of got to get everything done, and quickly burned myself out. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mike. It is a blessing in a way. I can't. It's disappointing, and I recognize that emotion in myself, but this is the way. This is how it is. So we pick up and go a different direction. But I burned myself out the first couple weeks I was at home because I was so used to that gotta go. And once I finally made the transition, I still had as much to keep me busy with just watching him as I did trying to work and watch him. But I found ways to find my quiet moments in that and to treasure the quiet. I realize if you cohabitate with a partner or more children, it's even harder. And I can't speak to that because my partner and I don't choose to live in the same house, which is good. I have nobody stealing my covers. So, but anyway, But we will be going this summer, and I will have vlogs this summer. And I'm probably going to wrap this up in about 6 more minutes and only go for 30 minutes because I've got to finish his pizza and everything else. Yeah, that's the blessing. That is the blessing that my college kid can go to, because my college kid was the one that her dad promised to take her to Disneyland if she learned how to use the potty, and then he passed away. And so they've never been to Disneyland. And so this is gonna be the trip where they will get to go to Disneyland too. So very excited about that. Yeah, I don't know what's up with all the toilet paper stuff. I mean, I bought my normal amount, but I bought it from the, like I said, I have my groceries delivered. And not a sponsor. I use Instacart. It's easy. And I believe my Instacart up here even delivers from Trader Joe's, Costco, Fred Meyer, Safeway, and all that kind of stuff. But the difference is, I don't know about y'all's states, but in Washington, couponing is not really a big thing. They don't do double coupons and all that other stuff. So the price you pay for delivery is going to be the price you pay if you walked in the store and bought the stuff yourself or drove to the store, So yeah, Instacart is very easy and I love it to death. And they even added an option now that if you don't want to open the door, they will leave it right in front of your door and text you that they've left it in front of your door, and you can get it, without even having to see a person. So it's a great service. I love it. It took me a while to get over using it because I would feel guilty. Well, I've got a car and I've got legs and I can go to the store and get it, but it saves a lot of time. And I can stay in my pajama pants all day, or my snow pants. Also, before I wrap up, Mike Wheeler had shown a little trick that if you want to hear my music, you can ask your assistant on your phone, or the little GOOGLE or ALEXA or SIRI, and you can say, hey, play music by Pearl Manhattan, or that's my jazz music. I'll just give you this real quick. Or my instrumental music. I have a lot of instrumental music, and that's under the name Armadillos After Dark. So if you say, hey, device, play music by Armadillos After Dark, it will play my entire instrumental catalog. And it's good music to put on in the background. It's some of it is, I don't know, some of it sounds like it's from spooky movies, but some of it's really cool. But anyway, if you want to listen to my music, that's how you can do that. Oh, Pam, I've been watching your videos. I've been seeing your drawings. Pam, you are so talented with that drawing. That graphic arts, drawing is hard. And you do very well at that. Well, thank you, Blue Nose. Thank you very much. And I've just started working on some more. I took a break from it for a while because I tend to dive into things and then burn myself out on them. That's why I'm taking it easy with the YouTube, and going to try to stream every Saturday. I had a craft fair that I was in, signed up for next weekend, and that one was postponed. Hey, AJC Magic TV. Hello. Yeah, I was just winding up and gonna turn it loose. But the one with the dwarf, was that Bashful, Pam, that you've just done, that was on the Insta? And but I thank you all for coming by and visiting with me. And just remember, your community is here. A a lot of times, and I'll tell you this too, a lot of times if the chats are very crowded, I don't say anything. So if you've spoken to me in a chat and I haven't responded, I promise I'm not being snobbish. It's when there's a lot of people, I kind of go to the back. And yeah, Mike, that is so true. And oh, Arnie, I hope it's Arnie, because I saw Ben was going to take a nap. But y'all, thank you for being here, and Amy and Pam and Mike and Blue Nose, thank you all for being here. And I know there's some more Disney streamers coming up on the live place, and yeah, it's just they get so much people, and I don't want to add to the chaos. But tomorrow we're all going to be watching the streams, right? Oh, excuse me, I got stuff on my face. We'll be watching the streams from Walt Disney World. I'll be watching. I know those streams mean a lot to me. They mean even more now that my trip has been canceled. Disney Dan on, I believe. Yeah, I tried to pick a place in between people so I didn't clash, but I messed up at that because the whole Pacific time, Eastern time crunch. And next time you see Shep from the Shep family, wish him a happy anniversary. It's his anniversary, so he's not going to be on tonight. But again, thank y'all for being here and talking to me and meeting my son. And we will see you all next time. And listen to Armadillos After Dark.